Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's nugget. This one is a fun tip. What we're going to do this week is we're going to look at creating calendars in Word and Excel. I'm going to just show you where to find them. There's a few different ones that you might want to work with, and you can explore and see which ones you want to use yourself. Some of them that you can type text into, some of them you can put pictures into, or a combination of both. And the nice thing is that you can have a calendar for years to come. You're going to be able to put in the year and it'll just create it all for you. So let's get started. So we're going to do the Excel one first. We're going to go into File and then New. This is also a very similar screen that you'll see when you're initially going into Excel. If you're already in Excel, then you'll go File, New. And then we've got a bunch of different templates. Now, you do have some recently used ones at the top, but you have a bunch of them down below as well. So you can look at them. I don't know if you've ever taken the time to look at them. Some of them, they're really kind of neat. Or you can go up and you can search. So you can either type calendars or, oh look, it's already there. When we go into Word, it might not be there. So I clicked on calendars, and I can see a whole bunch of different kinds of calendars here. There's shift work, there's birthday calendar, that's a pretty neat one, academic, and any time where it says any year, and even some that don't say any year, they're going to allow you to type in the year later. So like this one, illustrated academic calendar, it says 20XX, you'll be able to change that to 20 whatever, or even go backwards. So we can look and see all the different ones that we have. Here's a great one for just having something on your wall that just displays next year or last year or whatnot, depending on what you need to do. Photo calendars are neat. You can put your own photos in there. And of course, just about any of these, maybe not these ones, these yearly ones, but most of them where they have a big cell you can type into. So you'd be able to put in birthdays and anniversaries, work anniversaries, stat holidays, just about anything. If I pick this seasonal family calendar, it talks about it, makes it a little bit bigger so that I can see it. Wow, that looks great. And it talks about it a little bit. I'm going to click on create and it brings it up. And a lot of them, not all of them, they'll have a little spot that you can read on how to work with this. So I'm going to click seasonal family calendar in this one because I have sped read that one. And I'm going to look here and there's the little spot that I was talking about. I don't really want a 2020 calendar because it is 2020 now, 2021. Then when I look down here, it has adjusted everything to that year. So I know that January 1st is a Friday and so on. Now in this particular one, it just scrolls down and down and down and down. Other ones in Excel will put them as sheets at the bottom. So you'll have a January sheet and a February sheet. So you would be able to go here and say, so that's April. My sister's birthday is on the 25th. So I would say Angie birthday. And then of course, when I print it out, it's going to be there. You can also go in on this particular one and you can change out the picture. So you'd be able to go and click once on the picture there on the big box and then a second time on the actual picture and then right click on it and you can say change picture. So you could bring it in from somewhere else. These are all just ones that come with the spreadsheet, of course, right? So you could go in and you could put your own picture in there. So that's one of them, and they've got these extra little characters on here too. You could do just about anything, but that would take you a long time to create this. Look at all the different row heights and everything that they have there. So I'm going to go and grab another one, File, New. We'll have a whole bunch open by the time we get done with this. I'm going to click on calendars again. And there was another one that I wanted to show you. It's a birthday calendar. Now this one, it doesn't have to only be birthdays. This one can be, like I said before, it could be stat holidays, or it could be the day that you started working at a certain place or something. And you'll notice here, all the ones that somebody typed in already. January 8th, look at that. Oh, it's highlighted. March 19th. Oh, it's highlighted. So you would be able to have this and look at a glance. Hey, is there anything happening today? Nope, nothing happening today. So this one is actually really cool. And one day when I don't have anything to do, I'm gonna look into this one a little bit more to see how they did it, because it's a use of conditional formatting. So let's say I just want to do New Year's Day. I'm going to go 1/1, enter. And I can put New Year's Day here if I wanted, but it's really only going to show up at the top here. And look at, now New Year's Day is different. If you wanted to go and change colors and things like that, have one color for birthdays and one color for stat holidays and stuff, you're going to have to either manually do it or figure out the conditional formatting that does it. But I thought this one was a pretty neat one. I'll do one more. File new, click on calendars. And this one is just kind of a plain one here, any year calendar. And I do like this one. It's pretty plain and simple. You might not want to put photos and that on here, but this is the one that it really looks like an ordinary calendar that you might get. So you'd be able to click, and I like it because if you print it, you just go to whichever month. Okay, I think I'm ready to print this one, and go file print. Whereas in that other one, when they were all in one sheet, it might be a little bit more difficult. So this one, if you go file print, there is a spot that you can say entire workbook. That'll print from January to December. And maybe then you go and you get it bound or something, right? You can still put things like pictures and stuff in there. Maybe you want to put a little Easter bunny or something on this one, insert picture or shapes or whatever. You can still do that, but this one is a little bit more simple. So that is just some of them that you can do in Excel. And then when we switch over to Word, we're going to go to the same spot, into File, and then into New. And we don't have calendars showing up as one of our suggested searches. So we're going to type calendar and enter. And you'll see that we've got all sorts of different calendars here. They look a little bit different than Excel, but it's the same idea. You can look through them on your own to see. I see a neat one here called Birthday and Anniversary Calendar. And this is a nice little one that we're going to be able to type into as well. It doesn't look at all like the laid out one, the grid idea, but it would be one where every day you want to know what you've got going on that day, or again with the birthdays and anniversaries, you might just have them here. So you don't care, maybe in this case, what day of the week these are. And this one just starts, be 6-pager, 2 months per page. It's like a little list, isn't it? So then we have some other ones. Let's do a couple more in here. I like the ones that list the whole year at a time. And some of them do, some of them don't. I really like these hummingbird ones. They've just got so many cool clip arts and things like that. And I'm not a very creative person, so these ones are really nice. I like these ones. And I love how you can put notes at the bottom as well. So you could print that out. So this is a 12-pager, 1 per page. And you could type things in as well if you wanted to. These are just tables too. So if you wanted to do any coloring or anything like that, then that's all you need to do is know how to do it in Word. So if we go back to File, New, put calendar in one more time. You can see that we have a whole bunch more. I like the family photo calendar because that one's very easy. You just put a couple of pictures in there, or hey, what about your company logo? And it comes up and asks us what we want. Maybe we want 2021. Do our week start on Sundays or Mondays? And in different parts of the world, calendars start differently. And there we go. So our Friday should be January 1st. Yes, it is. Gives us some information. And then we would be able to go here and right-click change picture, or you could just delete it and maybe have a really long skinny one there. I could pick from stock images or whatever. I could put my logo there, or a picture of family, or you could do just about anything. Let's say that I want a sailboat there. Insert. So then you'd be able to go here and you'd be able to do the same for this one. Or you can delete it and maybe make 2 other pictures that are the same size. But the great thing about it is that it's easy for you to create. Done. Might be able to put something along the bottom, maybe your company address or your name or contact information or something. Anyway, watch out for things like this. This is a little calendar tab. It allows you to do some other things with it. Those are all different depending on which one you chose, which template you chose. So I hope you have lots of fun with that, and see you next time. Thanks for watching.